You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Welcome to Living Nightmare After Hour, Trash Talk Edition. With me in studios, as always, Commissioner Scott Anderson. Commissioner, welcome.
Hey, happy to be back. How's it going?
Ready to pull some arms off because it's that Trash Talk Edition, man.
It's that LNL trash talk, no doubt. Yeah. So
Now,
do we wanna dive right in, or is there something we want to cover first?
no, you know what? I mean, just to remind everybody that anyone listening. I mean, obviously we're looking for more trash talkers. This thing came up last show. I want to say it again in terms of like the pace a league runs, and if you're one of these managers that likes building a story, likes building angles, and maybe is a little bit restricted where you're currently playing. Uh, we mentioned the structure of the Living Nightmare League, and I think one of the biggest pluses here is that it is 18 and over. So, feel free to come in and, like I mentioned already, rip an arm off, rip some heads off, and yeah, this is one of those challenges. Obviously, we have some talented trash talkers here already. So my on-air challenge is coming out of Dead by Dawn, which is obviously a show that we're all looking forward to reading next cycle. But along with Dead by Dawn, I want to see some new attacks this cycle. I know I'm coming after. I'm running for the hills because I know I had a bad cycle, so I'm going to be running for the hills. And I think Torgo. You said Torgo was hiding up in the hills.
I think that's the last place he was spotted.
Oh
So
man, so I'm coming. I got to find a good hiding spot, Torgo. So I'm coming. You better move. You better move. Oh man, but I did see someone that's definitely not running. He's actually looking forward to looks like he's looking ahead towards this towards crossover collision already, huh?
who's this?
Michael Myers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's looking far ahead. He said, "I don't care about Dead by Dawn right now." Commissioner mentioned something about some more competition, and he's ready to take
calling him
first
out.
blood.
Yeah.
He's ready to take. Oh,
Yeah.
those fools! Wow, blunt.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. The RWL commissioner kind of tried to accept the challenge, and Commissioner Pratt kind of laughed about it, and Commissioner Goldstein in the RWL did not seem particularly thrilled that Pratt kind of laughed him off. So
Oof.
we'll see where that develops. But yeah, Michael's like, what an idiot. What's he doing? You know, he doesn't know what he wants, or he doesn't know what he's asking here. So bring some competition, Michael says.
Oh man,
Uh,
and there's plenty of well, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna start right now because yeah, this is gonna these kind of crossovers like this can really stir some heat.
yeah, they can be some major collisions.
They can, I mean,
Boom.
the bronze has flourished over this year, and just seeing the great trash talkers within the bronze, and these are two of those leagues
Yeah.
that have talented trash talkers that I'm sure are eager to go toe to toe.
Yeah. I've mentioned it before, but prior to LNL and UNL, and now the recent rise of the RWL, there really wasn't much going on in bronze. There was the Grim Reaper League with Venom Scott. Shout out to him. He does good stuff. But other than the GRL, there really was nothing happening in bronze. So bronze, I think is a heavy number two in terms of quality and quantity and all that good stuff. So I think they're gonna give gold a run for their money 2019. So
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the gold is pretty much the staple here in in the IWA. I mean, they set the bar, and like I said, within the structure of the I War, it's just like we've mentioned before, it has its structure. There's certain things you
Right.
can't get away with there,
Right.
and out of respect for that structure there, hey, you know what? Don't go there ripping arms off with lightsabers or whatnot.
Yes.
Come here, come here,
Yes.
come here.
Yes. Yeah, cutting off heads with lightsabers would be frowned upon in almost every place other than the LNL.
Yeah, so come
So
on down.
I do want to mention just so we don't miss it. In the LNL Trash Talk, they had one submission that was in the uh, prior, at least if you got a paper bulletin, that was right after the Battle Royal, but before the Commissioner report. Do you have the Sinister? I assume you're looking at a digital version. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there is the Sinister Bagul Trash Talk, and I'm not sure where that is located for you. For me, as a paper, not worried about the environment person, that Trash Talk was actually in the kind of like cards bulletin
Huh.
or card side. So,
Oh, I
um,
gotcha. Let's see where they printed it here.
yeah.
Dun dun dun.
So
Aha.
the Sinister
So
Bagul Trash Talk was a great one for me to start with. It got me like up and ready uh,
for Dead by Dawn.
for Dead by Dawn. Yeah. So it starts out with him pretending to be Michael Myers. So there's a good significant amount where Jason thinks that he's walking with Michael Myers, and then all of a sudden Michael Myers attacks him because it turns out that it's Sinister Bagul and
Nice.
beats him bad. He like breaks his mask. He shows him Michael Myers, the actual Michael Myers, hanging from a tree. Like hung
Oh,
in a tree,
like
and then he staples. Sinister Bagul staples a new mask, kind of filled with the imagery of Sinister, uh, to Jason, and then I'm like, oh man, that's got to be it, right? He staples a new mask to him, and Jason is struggling to like rip off this mask, and Sinister Bagul hits him with an 18-wheeler truck through,
nice.
through a wall. And I'm
Oh,
like, man.
oh, man.
So Jason will be feeling that in the morning, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah.
So then
Oh man.
Sinister Bagul says that he'll see him at Dead by Dawn. So
Yeah. See that kind of action is action you pay for here in the Living Nightmare.
like,
I mean, come on, Sinister Buckle. That was amazing, bro.
yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy, pretty crazy stuff.
oh yeah. I mean, wow. I wonder if Jason's gonna keep that mask for Dead by Dawn.
Right? Like, is he gonna come out with with a new mask of his own, or what? Is he gonna be able to rip that one off? We'll have to see.
Oh, I love it. See, uh, how many cycles has this one been building? Because I know they've gone back and forth.
Back and forth. So they they have a match at Dead by Dawn, and they had a match at the previous pay per view. So I would say this has been a about a half a year, maybe a little more.
Nice.
Yeah, we're probably looking at 10 or more cycles now. Yeah, and it's still hot and heavy. They're not done yet.
Oh no, it doesn't look like that one's ending with that. No. Oh.
Good
Now,
stuff.
now I think this is another one of our favorites, and I know we kind of glanced over the Dead Man, but we'll get back to the Dead Man right now because um, we got Fritz the Owl. We got Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz.
Uh,
Yeah. Fritz honoring the ghoul, or some other people might know as well. I think actually I'm not 100%, but was a the ghoul was a personality in the kind of Cleveland, Michigan area A lot of us grew up watching him late night. So he passed away recently. So a little mention to him, which was nice. A welcome back to the Pale Man. But then also he says that he thinks Torgo and the Master must be scared, which is why they haven't been talking. So
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. We're both on the
Fritz,
same page there, Fritz.
yeah, Fritz. I just hope Fritz is careful because I would not want to meet those two people in a dark alley. So
Well, if you don't want to meet them, I guarantee you, whether he wants to or not, Bigfoot running up into those hills is gonna run into them. Because, oh man, where are you, Torgo?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bigfoot definitely wants your hiding spot.
Yeah, Bigfoot's having his problems of his own.
Oh man.
Speaking of problems of his own, Jason, it so this is what I like about the LNL too is there's something really sweet about this, but it's in the most not sweet way possible. Jason visits the Pale Man and kind of gifts him with a number of decapitated heads and kind of then like drags an unconscious Bigfoot and lays it at the feet of the Pale Man and kind of like like happy to have you back. And I'm like, that's actually kind of sweet in a really sick way.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
yeah, so
I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's oh man, stuff like that. That's why.
uh,
Then you wonder why Bigfoot's gonna run for the hills. Now I know why
right.
Torgo's there. Jeez, man. Week after week, running from Jason
Jason.
and Michael, and now Sinister, and oh man. Then you got that deviant Dr. Frankenstein, who's
Yeah.
oh man.
Oh goodness, yeah. So um then we have part two of the what would you call it? The rescue of Catfish Rob?
I mean, last time we saw him, he was getting a finger bit off by both Foxwoman Joe and Foxwoman Santana, right? Is that
Yeah. Well, they were biting him in order to try and save him.
to
Yeah.
try and get him uh, those extra? What would you call it? Is that
Extra powers maybe?
extra blood, extra vampiric
Yeah.
powers, extra
Right.
to live forever?
Right. He was definitely in a bad way, and Foxwoman knew that would be the only way to save him. So in this part two, we see lots of people and monsters working to try and clear the debris. Um, and it is reported that there are over 1,000 dead
Oh no!
after the Sith collapsed this arena. So after a day of doing that, Wolfman Joe goes to feed. He knows he needs to give in to that werewolf side, and unfortunately, he comes upon a camping site.
Oh no! No!
Yes, and he ends up killing 52 people, just ripping them up, and men, women. I think there was a child. So it is not a good situation. He kills almost everybody, and when he gets shot by police, he laughs at them. But then he wakes up the next morning and he doesn't remember. He doesn't
Yeah.
remember doing that. But Foxwoman Santana, with all of her kind of, sensory powers, can kind of tell what probably happened. And she watches as Joe plays a significant part in helping get Rob out from under the debris with all of this increased strength. So then they manage to pull Rob out, and it looks like he might be dead. But Foxwoman quickly takes Rob to Dr. Frankenstein,
What?
demands that he
No.
saves him.
Oh man! What? Why? He. Dude, you know something's up now. If he went to Frankenstein, he's gonna have all those extra serums and blood transfusions done on him.
I
Oh man,
mean,
I can't.
Dr.
I don't.
Frankenstein's been known to dabble,
Oh man, you know what?
but
I'm afraid. I'm afraid to find out what comes out after this
yeah,
because
yeah. Well, it seems like maybe Rob will be affected by the bite he received from both Foxwoman and Wolfman. So we'll see where he goes from here.
he's gonna be the Tri Wolf.
It's possible. We'll
Man,
have to we'll have to see.
yeah, you know what? The evolution of Catfish Rob continues. The legend grows.
The legend grows. That's for sure. So then also the Sith attack Wolfman Joe, and Darth Akuma kind of leads the charge, and he does his Sith mind tricks, and he searches Joe for his memories, his fears, his dreams, and really kind of plays a very devious psychological game with him. And then the Sith begin to butcher the crowd, and they kill everyone within 5 minutes.
What the heck?
So then they leave Joe laid out, and they say, basically, this is what we're gonna do at Dead by Dawn.
Man, I'm afraid they're gonna use that force and just rip him off. I think I think the commissioner or the league is gonna have to step in just
The
to
Sith have definitely taken it up a notch
yeah.
in terms of their villainy. So
Oh man, I mean, yeah, this is getting wild. I mean,
even
first
for the LNL, it's
yeah, oh
pretty
yeah.
out there.
I mean that stadium after stadium. This is yeah. I mean, but I'm curious as to what we get out of that evolution because I know Catfish Rob has gone toe to toe with these dragons through their evolutions. Now the Sith. So yeah, this is definitely building up again to another end of year barn burner.
Yeah, for sure. And this is, when you talk about long feuds or big arcing stories, um, this new twist, right, with the dragons becoming cis and then collapsing the ring on Catfish is an incredible way to give this feud, new legs, new life, new direction. It's just very well done by these two managers, and kind of our supporting cast, as well. But just this idea of that's how you are able to keep a feud fresh and ongoing.
Oh
So
yeah. I mean, we talk paces and we talk in terms of enjoying the game and how different people enjoy it in different styles and I think these two managers over the years have just clicked and they know the pace that they're going. They go back and forth very well. I mean, Catfish, we definitely enjoy the trash talk and just the way it's put together, the way the both pieces just kind of piggyback off of one another. They know, they know their style. They know how far they can take things, and yeah, it's beautiful to see that pace. I mean, obviously, we have taken a few jabs today at Torgo because we know that his manager, when he starts, can give us some amazing trash talk as well. And with some new faces here, we are looking to maybe start something that can take us into the end of this year.
yeah, for sure. We do have some new folks. Would love to see them get involved for sure. Speaking of somebody who's not new, though, is this Dr. Frankenstein guy who 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 kind of talks a little bit about Dead by Dawn. He talks about the matches they're having with Akuma versus Patient X for the Underworld title. Also, Patient X is going against Morbius but there's Wolfman Joe kind of lurking in the background. Wolfman threatened to attack during that match because he wanted a match against Morbius. So we'll see how that goes. And then also Frankenstein kind of laid out his basic strategy for how he and the patients were going to try and win the Dead by Dawn contest match, where you had to bury your opponents alive.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, man, I mean, I'm in suspense right now because, like I said, I know that you know, it's not public knowledge. I mean, obviously, the IWA does does provide the commissioners the numbers early so that they can do their commissioner duties, and yeah, just that suspenseful. I mean, obviously, I know who did well this cycle, so I have an idea as to how things went down, but I think that suspense also helps the pace, here in this league.
I would agree. I like it.
Now, we mentioned, getting gory, getting gruesome. Next cycle. Next cycle is a reveal, huh?
For the Dead by Dawn?
Yeah, next cycle will be the reveal. So next show. We'll be covering the Dead by Dawn, right? Is that safe to say?
Oh, yeah. No, that's safe to say. The results of the pay-per-view will be in this cycle's bulletin. So I would definitely expect that we would discuss some of the results there. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so then I'll wait because like I said, I know cards went down a little bit, so I definitely want to reward those managers that are sticking around. Hopefully, yeah, give an early prize. It's summer's around the corner. I know it's yeah, an early Christmas gift, but we'll say more next cycle.
Yes, I agree.
All right, Commissioner. So, is there anything else we got to get on this one? Did we
I
miss
think
anybody?
we covered it. I think we're good.
Yeah, like I said, I know we got a lot of trash talk coming this cycle, so hopefully everybody enjoys it, and hopefully we can get that get those Torgos out of the hills.
One final shot.
One final shot at them. But Commissioner, we'll sign this one off. Been listening to Living Nightmare After Hours with Commissioner Scott Anderson and myself, IWA Flip. We'll see you guys next time.